You'll get ready for a wild ride. We're mixing up some country with an electronic vibe. Gonna make you dance, gonna make you move. Hold on tight, we're about to shake the groove. With a fusion singularity.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to another week of the Outta Bounds podcast. We got a little different backdrop from a few of us today, but we're back with another edition. So let's get it kicked off right away. Only one, yeah, why not?
It looks good.
Got
though.
Mr. Feliloso, we got Young Luke, and Mr. Drewski here coming at you guys.
Drew, I'll tell you what, the intros, I'm loving them.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Les. I really appreciate that. You know?
Because I'm still going through 2 weeks ago where it's like you're like, gets me every time, and Luke's like,
does
it?
It doesn't sound like it.
I don't think so, Drewski. It's fucking funny.
I gotta open up my summer camps or something like that, like with the kids.
Yeah, dude. Bring the kid energy.
That's it.
Bring the kid energy.
How's everybody doing?
Crazy week, huh?
It sounds like it.
Who's sick?
I'm not
one
actually.
Of you sick
this week.
No
Holy
sick.
shit! This is the first time in a while, huh?
Los, did you get your bracket in by any chance?
Okay, so no, I did not. I started doing it 8 minutes after the first game's tip off, so that was that. So I got nothing to contribute in this bracket, but I am very excited to hear how the brackets are going for you guys because, I fucked that one up pretty badly.
Actually there's some conferences where I actually had pretty good picks, and then there's I think the Southern Conference where I don't think I got one right on that one. I think I got Marquette and that was it.
Okay, who do you have your Final Four?
Well, that's ruined because I had Kentucky in that Final Four, and that is no longer a thing. So
yeah,
let's see if I can pull it up real fast.
Well, so
trying to find it.
We got it was me, Drew, Chris, and
Billy.
Billy got in.
Fuck.
So it's the four of us. I'm in second place right now.
Who's in first right now?
Who's in first?
Chris is in first.
I was bouncing around. I was hanging around first place all day yesterday.
So Chris has 24. Chris has 24 points, and the rest of us have 23. So I don't know what the tiebreaker is, but yeah. So everybody's pretty close. I think everybody took some chances, and there were chances to be taken. There were also chances not to be taken, and some picked right and some didn't. You know, you get some right, some wrong, and that's brackets.
I'm not up to date at all with. I don't follow college basketball whatsoever, so it's always just a crapshoot for me. Or do you?
Same.
Okay, so you guys don't either. Is there like a clear cut supposed to win it this year?
UConn is the
UConn.
Yeah,
I feel like UConn is the big one that I keep going back and forth with.
Okay.
But I'm the same. I'm not paying attention at all during the season. I'll watch a couple games before the tournament, and that's it.
I hated picking UConn because I did pick UConn. But I'll tell you my Final Four here in a second. But I am a fan of the San Diego State Aztecs, and they played them pretty
SDSU baby.
Yep, and they made the finals kind of as an underdog last year and played UConn, and UConn controlled San Diego lost control of the game for just a few minutes, and then UConn kind of jumped ahead. But San Diego made it a game, so it's I don't know, we'll see. But yeah.
My Final Four.
My older sister is the Aztec alum.
There you go.
Old Aztec.
I've got UConn, North Carolina, and then Tennessee and Kentucky, but it's not like an exciting Final Four. It's all favorites and everything like that. But
so mine's already part fucked. UConn. I had St. Mary's. I just took a flyer on St. Mary's being the local
Mary's
school.
Blew it last night.
Yeah, and they beat Gonzaga, who Gonzaga just finished the game. I was sweating the over on that game, but just finished the game.
I took Gonzaga -4, and I
they got
half, I was like, oh, they crushed it.
They jumped out 25 ahead with a few minutes left.
Yeah.
But St. Mary's beat Gonzaga both times in the regular season this year, so I thought with how hyped up Gonzaga always is, give me St. Mary's. But so they're out, and then I have on the other side Marquette and Purdue, and I'm rooting for Marquette for friend of the program, Chris, and yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be my dog in the fight, is Marquette just because of Chris. But that's really the only team, and it's the only college basketball I've really watched this year. Is anytime I'm with Chris and there's a Marquette game on. So yeah, I got nothing.
No, the fun part of the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
The fun part of the brackets, like I had Gavin. He's 9 this year. He was 8 last year. I had him last year. Like I printed out the brackets.
He was 8 last year, and he's 9 this year.
Yep. So this was when he was. So right now he's 9, and then back then he was 8, and fuckers. And math, quick maths.
And that checks out.
It checks out. Yeah, the maths.
Drop the 1, carry 2.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for checking my work. No, but like I printed out I did it old school with them of like print it out and we were gonna fill it in. You know what I mean? Do it by hand. And like we had our apps ones, but it was like, and he's asking like who, like I don't know, like I haven't watched, and I'm like I haven't either. Like this is the best part. Like I was like, we live in California, we're Pac-12 territory. Look for upsets and like pick Pac-12. You know what I mean? Like. Kansas is always a good, like taught him like the top schools who you can usually count on, you know what I mean? And his bracket was as good as mine, you know what I mean? It's just guesswork. So
pick and choose.
Yeah. That's what I should just do. I should have Haven fucking pick it. She'll go off like logos, you know what I mean? Or mascots or whatever. Yeah. It's probably not a bad idea.
Yeah. It's the easiest way. I think we always go for like you always like, regardless of how good they are, I think there's always like a sentiment and like kind of a personal attachment to certain teams and everything like that.
Yeah.
Obviously like Marquette, right? That's Chris's team, but yet like that's your team. If you were going to give yourself a college basketball team, I would say, right?
To me too, like there's a degree, like of course there's levels in college basketball. Like I don't really follow. I have in years past, from time to time, like I'll catch, college basketball early in the season, follow it, but like when it comes to March, like it doesn't matter. Like there are teams that stand out above everybody else, but like Purdue last year 1 seed got knocked out by 16. Yeah, like all the stats, everything, so you can know everything and it literally doesn't matter. You're still gonna have things that shouldn't have happened happen.
Look at
in recent times, has there been a perfect bracket? I know people have gotten close.
There's always, I don't know.
I think there has been. I think last year, I think Purdue ruined everybody's. I think that was like nobody picked Purdue to lose in the first round.
Funny, every time after the first round, there's always that Instagram post that's like only 0.00001 of brackets still eligible for perfect.
There has never been a verified perfect bracket. So there.
Wow. That's wild. What would the money be like on that? If you put down like and you bet on every single game,
you would get a deal with DraftKings or like MGM so quick.
Yeah.
You'd be Rain
Man. I'm surprised with all the AI now going on, like how something hasn't predicted a perfect bracket.
Why have I not used ChatGPT to help me with my bets? Thank you, Carlos. Game changer. You tried?
How was it?
ChatGPT is only up through April 2023, so it's not fully up to date yet.
Goodness. Give me your prediction for
Dude, I was like, give me your best, like give me your bracket predictions, and it was like, and it just gave me a quick rundown of what March Madness was. I was like, fuck, okay, I know that. I'm not that stupid. Like I get it.
The fact that I thought of it and that you've already done it is amazing.
There's no new thought or idea in this world anymore, Drew. It's all been thought of.
Nope.
I'm sure. I mean, but at the same time, like the creators of ChatGPT has to fucking be using this in real time to make some crazy ass predictions. You know what I mean? Sam, what's his name? I would hope so. At least
Sam Bankman. Bankman-Fried.
Yeah. Also, so Microsoft just hired Mustafa, who is a creator. Close. Creator of it was DeepMind, which Google bought. It was a Google company CEO. It's this crazy AI company. We brought him over. He's now the CEO of like Microsoft AI, this massive just fucking subset of Microsoft. He's talking with the CEO, Satya. Crazy. Come to find out, motherfucker's 39 years old. And I'm just like, God damn. One of the smartest human beings in the entire world just is like now part of one of the largest company in the world and a CEO of like the most inventive and like probably important piece of our business for the future. 39. I'm like, that's fucking incredible. It's so cool.
39.
That's it. That's all I have to say. 39.
Making bank probably too.
It's not fair.
Yeah. Making bank. Yeah, I know. It's like only if I was smart, that would help so much.
Yeah.
It'd be amazing if I could just like create a program real fast. I'm just going to code something real fast, no problem, and just save myself thousands of hours of work. Yeah, no problem.
I don't know if we'd be doing this podcast if that was the case for any of us.
I hope. I mean,
or would we? Or we'd be doing it more.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'd be doing once a day or whatever. We'd be on the golf course a lot more. I'll tell you that.
We'd be living in the same city golfing just all day. That's what would be happening for sure.
Just living on a cul-de-sac, you know what I mean?
And then
that's like the dream. That's my dream.
That's been my dream. That's been my dream. Is to just like own like 7 properties all within like on the same block or like a court or whatever, and just have every single one of my friends there. That would be fantastic.
Yeah,
that'd be amazing.
Be a way to go. Luke, that Zinni that's in, is it a 6 or a 3?
We do.
I know what I'm talking about.
We do 6s.
It's a 6. Okay, so let me tell you, the first time I tried it was a 6. I didn't know the difference in 6s and 3s.
6 will fuck you up. Yeah.
I was driving to bowling. I almost had to pull over.
Yeah, that's sketchy.
Dude, I got there. They're like, "What's wrong with you?" I was like, "I don't know, man. I'm just like, I'm feeling weird." I didn't realize, oh, dude. So then I was like, "All right, let me try the 3." Still, just wanted to puke, but
yeah. That's coming off of. I used to dip and chew and all that. So
see, I've never done that either.
One time and one time only.
That's all you need.
Yeah, especially when you got sick off of doing it. You'd never want to do it again. It's not fun.
No, it makes sense. All right, I saw something on Instagram today. I wanted to get your guys' thoughts on it because I think it's an interesting question. And you guys probably saw it because it's Zaire Golf, so I'm sure we all saw it. But it's could you birdie all 18 holes at your local, play any hole as many times as you like in 24 hours? I would assume it'd have to be, my local that I would pick, Jackson Park, that's the one that Luke pegged me in the back on. Par 72, I think it is. Yep, Al.
Accountability.
We'll touch on that one.
we don't need to resurface that one again.
But I'm gonna have Luke call you, Los.
Do you think you could do it?
Yeah.
24
1,000%.
hours, birdie, 18 holes.
Yes.
1,000%.
San Ramon Golf Club, yes. Drew.
That's fair. I don't think I can. I think that you probably could. I'd be better off like give me 24 hours to par every hole. No problem. Sure, I think I can do that.
I'm pretty sure I've played this course a lot, and I'm pretty sure over like most holes, if not all, I've birdied at one point or another. I've also hit doubles on them at one point or another, but the caveat in that post, which I saw, was that you could pick up and put down as many times. So if I'm just like constantly,
we can reach deep though. Yeah, you can re-tee off.
Yeah.
So, but you got to think about though.
Re-tee off. Yeah, you're only able to like basically unlimited mulligans from the tee box.
Course,
once you play the hole, you're in on that hole.
But
right?
that course, the par fives are pretty straightforward. They're all just straight. So as long as you start off in the fairway, you're setting yourself up with the best chance to avoid leaving the fairway. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's fair.
I think I could do it.
So the bigger caveat to this is the 24 hours is split into 6 by 4 hour slots. And I think that's what makes it a little bit more interesting, where it's not just straight 24 hours, where you have a 4-hour window to get as many birdies 6 different times. You know what I mean? Because you got to think about in that 4 hours, then if you want to restart a hole, say your drive is good on a par 5, second shot's good, third shot's fucking in the weeds, you have to go back to the tee box, which takes up quite a bit of time. So I think the splitting it up into the 6 4-hour windows. I mean, you hit a bad shot, you have to go back and restart it. That takes.
I think strategy goes. I think so. It was 6 sessions, right? And it says too. The caveat was that you had the course to yourself. So so if you have course to yourself, you can play speed golf without playing speed golf. Like I've been on wide open courses before and been able to finish 18 in between 2 and 2.5 hours. Like when you're just like flowing and you're by yourself and you're not waiting on anybody else's shot or anything. So I would just start it off. I just go play around. You know what I mean? See which holes I could check off, and then go back after the fact of the ones that I didn't get birdies on.
The par threes would be I think the hardest part.
Well, I think that
that's fine. Just you can.
It's the easiest to re-tee up.
Yeah, you just tee up, and if you don't hit green or get anywhere close, just put it right back down and do it again.
You're not losing time, like you said, on like the bigger holes. You're not losing time of going back to the tee box. You're just hitting that, and like I don't think there's any long par threes are the only ones that like a 200-yard par 3, a 195. Those are tricky for me. I'd struggle on that, but I don't think San Ramon
doesn't have
our Muni has like a
185.
Like
I think 185, the one before. After the long dogleg par 5?
The second hole. Yeah, but the second hole is like a 180.
No. Then it's the second par 3. The one on the backside when you hit the dogleg right, and then we always lose the ball, and then you come back over the bridge. You go over like the little creek bed.
That's the second hole.
That par 3. No, it's not the second hole. I'm not talking about the second hole. I'm talking about Luke, I'll pull up the scorecard right now. It's the one before we go back across the pathway. Like we've already crossed the pathway. We're on the backside in the neighborhood. We come back and around. Yeah.
No, that one's like 170. That one's like 170.
Is that the one? Is that the course with the stadium hole?
No, that's Canyon Lakes.
Canyon Lakes. And I would have trouble on Canyon Lakes. I strategically picked San Ramon Golf Club because Canyon Lakes, I would struggle there to birdie every hole.
I think the way that I would do it would be if you had 6 4-hour sections. I'd pick 4 holes. I would just do like the first 4 holes in 4 hours. Like, I don't know. I would, because that would be what, 4, 8, 12, 16. I don't know how I would do this. This strategy there would be. I think
some would be tricky. You would have to you might have to allot more time for like a certain par 5 than you would for a short par 4. You know what I mean? So that's where some of the strategy starts to kick in.
Yeah, that'd be fun though.
When I saw it, I'm like, I want to do that.
I know,
but
because everyone. I know.
Yeah,
because I think I'd be able to do it as well. I think I'd be able to do it. But I'll tell you what, I'm not 1,000%. I'm for sure not 1,000%.
I'd like to think I could do it. I'd like to think, but again, being realistic with my game, like when I get a birdie, it's very, very few in between. So.
You also got to think the mental piece of it too will fuck you, because you get to like, I don't know. I just feel like one, you're gonna start getting 10
tries. Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah. The club's going in the fucking woods. That's gonna take time to get that thing out of there.
Dude, Jersey Jerry, 36 hours in, just trying to get that hole in one.
How about that? How long do you think on like let's say a 160 par 3?
I'd be curious.
Obviously, you already have one, but like where you just had unlimited balls.
I wouldn't sign up for that one.
Simulator golf or like real life?
No, not simulator in real life.
I'm not counting my time here on that one. If it
160,
comes,
I would say like a 120, like a short par 3. Give me a 120 with some sand, like that one at Diablo Creek, Drew. The short one at the end of the front nine.
At the water, yeah.
And it's got the big green. So depending on where the pin placement is, like it's a 2-tier green. You got water, you got sand. So like a little challenge there, but like I think something like that, I might be able to in a, I don't know, 24-hour stretch of just like constant tries. I might be able to get it, but 160, I wouldn't ever be confident to even come close.
I'd like to think, but I mean, I literally, when I go to the driving range, like I'll sit there with like my 9-iron or any of that stuff, and I legit play target. I try to play target like practice and stuff like that when I'm there, and it's interesting to see how close I can get to where I'm like targeted. But to think about it like on a whole, there's no chance. I don't know. If it comes for me, it comes for me. I'll be happy.
I think the greatest. Well, it's not great at all. It's the poorest run actually. Is when me and Drew were on like 18 par threes. We couldn't hit we couldn't score a par 3 to cash out against each other.
Yeah, closest to the pit, or closest to the pit basically lasted a good 3.5 months.
It got up to like $75, and it was $5 fucking par 3s.
Oh God, that's embarrassing.
Terrible. But the stipulation, and this is what, I mean, we changed it up quite a bit. Oh, no, we didn't change it up, but you have to par the hole to get paid out. That's the only thing. So you can get closest to the pin, but you have to par it to get paid. And that was because there's a few times where we hit the green, but we hit 3 upon it, which is even fucking worse.
A little Cobra action.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh. Hi,
Here
boss.
at the office. Yeah. Our owner did walk in this afternoon, which was uncomfortable, but that's okay. It's fun.
Why?
Is he still there?
No.
Bring him on.
Bring him on the pod?
Bring him on. Hey, Daryl, come in here.
Come on.
Hey, Mike. Hey, come on over.
Speaking of special guests, we might have a special guest in the coming weeks if we do this again on a weekend.
Who's visiting?
Especially before Utah happens, we'll have a special guest. Someone's gonna come on, talk some banter, talk some shit. So just had a conversation with this person the other night. Our first special guest.
Do we know the special guest? It's fine.
Obviously, if we're talking about Utah. Yeah, there you go.
Definitely Ryan. I can't wait for Ryan to hop on. That'll be fun.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. I think it'll be good. I think it'll be good. All right, boys.
Wheel it up.
What do you think?
Wheel it.
That wasn't good.
That's terrible.
How's this thing not broken in yet?
You gotta lube that up.
There you go.
Oh. Phobia. Biggest phobia. I think we can play this a few different ways. I think we should do like sports phobia, and we could talk phobias in general.
That's fine.
I guess I have a few now that I think about it.
I feel like I've gotten more as I've gotten older.
Yeah, I think so too, actually. Go, Drew, start us off.
I'm definitely claustrophobic, and I will
Interesting.
I will blame our older sibling for that one, as he terrorized us as children and would fart and lock us under a blanket and like lay on top of us as children. And so
they call that a Dutch oven.
Yeah. Just being swaddled in there, that honestly created a lot of anxiety for me. So being in when I'm living in New York on certain subway rides, that was absolutely miserable. Or elevators with too many people in it, like I will start to panic mode. The most recent one that is literally like makes my hands sweat and I'm literally sweating talking about it is like now heights. Like stuff like seeing guys like climbing up skyscrapers or free solo guys. Like anytime I see that stuff on Instagram, literally talking about this right now, my hands are getting clammy. That documentary Free Solo, like I was shitting myself the entire.
Doing El Capitan.
Dude, come on, man! One slip, one mistake, you're done. So, for me, it's definitely the claustrophobic and like just like the heights and stuff like that. But like I can go in a plane. I would, I was gonna say go in a plane. I'd go skydiving. I don't think I have issues with that. Again, like attached to something, I have like no problem. I don't think.
Would you bungee jump?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I'd
bungee jump before I went skydiving.
Skydiving is awesome. I would recommend it. I've done it twice.
Our older brother's done it too. Trav's done it a few times.
Never going skydiving. Never.
What are you scared of heights, Luke?
To a degree, like in like certain contexts, and I don't think I would have a problem with the heights with that. It's just the fear of like, I don't know, like it's the fear of a parachute fucking not deploying, and like people die doing that shit. I'm cool. Like I won't take that chance, you know? So yeah, that's my thing with it. But like heights too, I've been getting weird. My Christmas lights are still up, as a matter of fact. It's March 23rd. Because I've been terrified to fucking climb the ladder to get to the highest point. So like,
you have a one-story house, by the way. One-story house, by the way.
No, but it goes. No, shut the fuck up. I have a 16-foot ladder, and it's just the one that
you can land on your fucking feet. You'll be all right.
No, it's a 16-foot ladder, and there's a point that goes over my garage where the points. You know what I mean? It does that.
Yeah.
And so the 16-foot ladder, it's all the way up that 16. So it's like a story and a half when you're all the way up there, and you're leaning off, reaching, and the ladder barely even overshoots the top of the roof in that spot. So it's that. The rest of it's fine, but that spot is sketchy. And so I've left all the lights up because I don't want just one tiny strand in the spot that I'm scared to get to be left behind. So I've just left all the lights to make it uniform.
My boy was taking down his Christmas lights a couple months ago, and he kicked his ladder while he was like climbing up, and then he was home by himself. His wife wasn't home for an hour and a half. He was stuck on his roof for 45 minutes before a neighbor could help him out. It was great.
But first, like a one-story house, you could go to the backyard and jump into the grass. That's not that high.
What are you talking to me?
Yeah.
But I mean, no, Drew, you too. Your boy too, though. Like,
I 100%. Like, I'm gonna try to parkour that landing. I'm parkouring the landing and doing the little tumble.
And you would break your wrist doing it, or break an ankle doing it.
No, because you have to compress and go with it as
tuck and roll, baby.
Compress and tuck and roll. Parkour.
How tall are like normal ceilings are what 8 foot tall, right?
10 feet.
Something like that.
8 to 10, something like that. You guys are contractors. You know.
I got 12 and a half feet ceilings, but that's neither here nor there.
Vaulted ceilings over here. Big
yeah. I'm just saying, like, by the time you're on top of the roof, even on a single story, you're like probably 14, 15 feet in the air. Like, that's still kind of sketchy to jump off of.
Yes, very much so. I don't blame you for not jumping off.
No, I agree. I'm saying if like I wouldn't be stuck on the roof for 45 minutes. Like I'd get down. You know?
I would find a way. I would literally just hang myself off and then just drop. It'd be fine.
Can you imagine just driving the street and just seeing Drew like kicking and holding on?
There's a guy who put up
Sarah Marshall.
There's a guy who put up Christmas lights.
When he falls down.
What? Two.
What, you mean like a frog?
Just push yourself off.
Push off and jump like a frog.
Totally.
If you drop straight down, you'll hit rocks and you'll probably die. Totally.
That's so good.
Yeah. What were you saying, Drew?
I was just saying that they have this on Instagram during Christmas. Somebody had put up like a decoration of a guy like hanging lights up, and it had like a mechanical motor in it, and so it's a guy like hanging doing this back. Yeah, cops got called on the guy, dude. That's so fucking great.
Luke, I can see you doing something like that at your house, like a joke or a prank like that. That'd be fucking funny.
Yeah,
it would take away from his elf inflatable.
What's your phobia?
I got quite the inflatable collection. I mean, I'm a little claustrophobic. I don't think I really have like any extreme phobia, like normal nervousness.
Snakes on the field, coach?
What
you mean, like spiders on the field?
Like spiders on the field? I think
I hate when I don't know what you guys are fucking talking about. It really
the
pisses
replacements.
me off.
That's so good. I can't get Clifford Franklin out of my head right now, man.
What are we afraid of? Spiders. I'm scared of spiders. No, on the field. What, like spiders on the field? Yeah, when they crawling on you. Yeah.
When they crawling on you like that, man? Oh, what? God damn. Sorry, Los. And we're back.
Yeah, no, phobias for me, I don't know. It's not a great topic for me because I'm not really. I mean, I'm a patriot, so maybe I'm a bit of a xenophobe. You know what I mean? I don't know. No, that's what's his name? Kenny Powers. That's a Kenny Powers reference. But yeah, no, I don't really have a ton of phobias.
I'd be spiders for sure. Spiders for sure. But I got bitten in the forehead by a black widow when I was 7, and I went blind for 3. I went blind for 3 weeks. Like my eyes closed. I swear to God, eyes closed shut. Like they got shut. Like they crusted over. I have pictures of me sitting there looking like an idiot, just with like closed eyes, and the doctor had to like rip them open. It was really bad. So that
this is not the second story I've heard from you in the last like month where I do not buy it. You're super convincing though.
I'll call my mom right now.
You get Papa Los on the phone right now.
Pop, he ain't gonna remember that shit. Chris McKinley's 7th birthday.
Oh, he's already coming with the excuses. He's not gonna remember that.
I was wearing a Donatello helmet.
He's not gonna remember that his kid went blind for 3 weeks.
My dad 31 years ago or 29 years ago? No,
I think that's a memorable thing. Even 30 plus years ago.
I think my dad probably wasn't even there. That's actually good. I should call him and ask him if he remembers that. My mom 100% does, because I've had to defend myself on criticism for this story, so I've called her before.
Rats. Rats for me. I think
I don't like catching rats. Like if we have a mouse in the house, I don't like insects. I just don't like bugs. Like I don't like. Yeah,
that's fair.
I miss like the high rise life where it's like I'm on the 31st floor or whatever. I don't have to worry about fucking a creepy crawler in my goddamn shower that I have to deal with. I just don't want to deal with it. So I don't know if I'm scared of them, but like a mouse in the house, I'm not trying to catch a fucking mouse. Like I just don't want to do it.
The most disgusting shit.
A mouse trap? Like I don't want to pick up a dead rat in like the corner.
Do you remember when I first met you, Los? You came to the house. We had a rat in the garage. Do you remember that? Because anything I had to get in the garage, I had to like sprint out there, and I was terrified because I would hear it fucking crawling in the wall, and I'd fucking run out and run in.
I remember it specifically because you're like, I hear it crawling in the wall. I think you did the same thing with your hands. Yeah, no, I agree though. I don't want that shit.
Yeah,
it's fucking
rats
terrible.
Are fucking disgusting.
Agreed.
Yeah. What about sports phobia?
Ugh.
What do you mean sports phobia? What is that like?
I guess like I would think, I don't know, if a full packed, like you're on the tee box and you have to like drive a fucking ball. You know what I mean? And there's like 1,000 people just lined up. I don't know if I'd be scared to do it. I'd be scared to fucking shank it and hit someone, I guess. I don't know. I don't think I'd be scared to do it, but I think I would be able to do it.
I'd be scared to scared to shit myself just from being like overly nervous, like in front of a million people.
You see that Homa video where he hit the tree right above the dude's head?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that was sketchy.
Yeah. No, can't do it. I
played. I played like so I did flag football in middle school, and you know, the high school coaches, like they recruit out of that, like recruit, so to speak. You know, they just go out and watch the games sometimes, and they were all like, "Oh, you should come play high school football." Because during soccer season, I played soccer. Like wasn't my sport, but I like football. I had fun playing it. I was good at flag football, and so I did a tackle like camp. It was the only time I put pads on. I did it for a week, and I'm so glad I never did that again, because so I guess a phobia would be if I ever played football. And I have another one too that I will share. But back to the football one. Okay, now we're rolling. Playing the tackle camp, and there was this kid, Vicente Fanua. who was we were in 8th grade, and
I think they're playing at Coachella this year. I think that band's playing at Coachella this
year. This guy was in 8th grade, looking like he was graduating high school.
He was a grown, like 6 foot, over 6 foot, fucking beefy Tongan dude. Love that dude. He'd
be able to kick my ass. That's for sure.
Yeah. In 8th grade. Yeah. And so we had to do like a drill where like we start back here and then you go heads up and then you backpedal to this cone and then you go heads up again and you do it like 3 times and then end of the line, right? And I matched up with Vicente on one. And I was fucking terrified. All you had to do was just go up and just pop. But like I was scared he was just gonna fucking throw me back, right? So I go and I like pop my hands up. My thumb gets caught in his face mask and he goes to pull away. My thumb fucking dislocated, dude. They had to pop that shit back in. But I had to finish the drill with my thumb literally like dangling off my hand.
Yeah.
And having to, and Vicente's just like coming at me, dude. And I'm like, I was terrified. So yeah, like after that, like the thought of getting hit by fucking a big Polynesian motherfucker, just, yeah, not my thing.
Not fun.
What's he doing now?
He pursued a short pursuit of a music career doing island reggae music. So
really, can we find him on Spotify?
I don't think so. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing. I don't know. I think he has a kid now.
That's cool.
But yeah, I also got beamed in the face with a baseball, and I was scared to go at bat for a year and a half after that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So my senior year of high school, sure you might know the story, but my senior year of high school, starting catcher, it's our first day of winter break, so we play winter ball season long. They're all during break. Tournament Saturday, we're playing a team from Santa Barbara who has this fucking sick prospect pitcher, throws low to mid 90s. I'm up. I go to call time. Up doesn't give me time. Pitcher throws fastball, hits me in the face. 92 mile an hour, 93 mile an hour fastball. Breaks my nose, my eye wall, my cheekbone. It was like an eighth of an inch from hitting me in the eye, where I would have lost my eye. I go down immediately. First time a car has ever been on the fucking field. My dad comes Dukes of Hazzarding the old Goldilocks truck, fucking on there. And it was pretty bad. I ended up starting that year, fucking played at Dodger Stadium and everything like that, but it was fucking terrifying.
Eighth and an inch the other way, you would have missed completely.
That a boy. Gordon. Quack, quack, baby.
Yeah, I did not get hit with a 90 mile an hour fastball, but
that sucked, man.
Yeah, I got
caught. It's still in your face. Like, where'd you get hit in your face, though?
Like, right here. So it like got a big welt right here, and it swelled up my mouth, and I couldn't open my mouth. And it was the day before the day before my first communion at church, and they take your picture, and you're supposed to sit there. I think every church is universal. You sit there with your hands like this, with the beads around your hand, and you look straight at the camera. And my mom had to come in and tell them like we don't want that in the picture, so they turned me. So my communion picture is like this.
It's so good.
And I remember, and we had like you do like the rehearsal the day before, because like your first communion is like a real mass, you know what I mean? And so I showed up to my rehearsal like in my baseball coat, like straight from the baseball game, and everybody's like, "What the fuck happened to you, dude?" Like, yeah, it was not a fun experience.
I'm sure No, never mind. I'm not gonna go there with that one. What was I just gonna say? Yeah.
Were you gonna make a Catholic joke?
Yeah, but I don't want to do it.
I think you should do it. We can cut it.
I'm sure the priest was unhappy that you couldn't have your fucking mouth. Your mouth was swollen shut out.
Yeah.
But he doesn't need to stay late. He's good. Yeah.
Don't you dare talk about Father Mario that way, okay? That man is a saint.
That man is a saint.
Is it? I think it's a Dane Cook joke where he's talking about phobias, where it's like a phobia of his is when he's at a movie theater and he's like having to leave during the movie, and he's like, "Oh, excuse me, excuse me, oh, sorry," and he's like,
"Somebody's gonna shove a dildo up your ass."
Oh my god!
That entire movie bit is the one of the greatest, like probably 12-minute like stand-up bits of all time.
That's one. It's up there. That's up there.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that topic to pop up on the wheel when that fucking happens.
Favorite stand-up show?
Yeah. Because there's so many good ones, obviously.
I can't wait for next week.
What's next week?
I'm going to see Dan Soder in Nashville next week.
Oh yeah,
that'll be fun.
In Nashville? Are you going just for that?
No, we were going just for a little weekend getaway and looking for things to do. And Zanies is a pretty big club out there, and a lot of big comedians go through there. So I just checked the schedule and saw that Dan Soder was in. I was like, fuck it. What are you doing over there?
I just had to pass gas.
We're just gonna do this every time Luke starts talking.
Fuck you, Luke. Jesus. Sure, you could just like this. Luke's just leaning.
At least I was looking. I was engaged.
Oh hey.
At least he didn't yawn this time, so that's good. You know.
There you go. Can't be bothered.
There it is. Fuck you, Luke. All right, boys, let's get into our parlays. What are we thinking?
We gotta go March Madness, obviously.
I think we gotta go some madness. Let's do. I think we should do. Well, games on tonight, obviously, or we can do Sunday games. You know what I mean?
My wallet, and this thing is looking slim.
Well,
I need some wins here.
So I actually, my parlay that I put in this morning, all the games started. I'm writing a parlay right now.
I saw this one. Well, where the fuck did it go? It was damn it. I think they started. Yeah, I don't know.
We got Oakland versus North Carolina. We got Texas versus Tennessee, Duquesne versus Illinois, Oregon versus Creighton. Those are all the rest of the games that haven't started yet for today.
You have to North Carolina State?
Yeah, North Carolina State.
Yeah.
North Carolina Tar Heels are playing right now.
Yeah. We can't say North Carolina.
Okay, so sorry.
That's fair.
North Carolina State. NC State.
I already have Marquette at -4 today.
Marquette's tomorrow, though.
That's what I'm saying. I put that in today.
Okay.
I'm down to do some Sunday bets though, like a Purdue Utah.
Dude, but there's so many good options for today. Why are we going to tomorrow?
Well, then let's.
I'm a degenerate. I need money on the line all day in March Madness.
Are we rocking with Oakland? Are we rocking with Oakland and the big white boy?
Oakland.
Why don't we take Oakland plus 6.5?
Okay.
Because I have zero rhyme or reason for that.
Who did they beat? Who did Oakland beat? Who's the team that they knocked off?
Hold on, I'm pulling it up right now.
Or we could do the over-unders. I wouldn't mind this. I like the 6.5 though. I like rooting for points, and then because there's only 3 games left tonight, Luke. So we got Oakland, North Carolina State.
4 games.
Oakland beat Kentucky. Yeah, we got 4 games left tonight.
All right. Should we just go over on all of them?
Just ride the overs just all night tonight. Let's go.
Dude, I don't trust college basketball overs. Like I said, I just sweat out Gonzaga and Kansas, and those are 2 high-scoring teams. Yeah, by a point.
Should we go the over on Oakland? Maybe Homeboy's he's just feeling himself.
What was the score of that Kentucky game?
I don't know. He hit 10 threes though. It was.
I think he's not going to do that again.
80 to 76.
Okay, so they put up 80, and then who are they playing? North Carolina State.
North Carolina State.
Over's 146.5. I'm down for it.
NC State scored 80 as well. NC State scored 80 as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's take that over then. I'm into that.
Oh, there we go, boys. Look at your boy with some logic here. All right.
Where is Virginia Tech and Ohio State?
No, that's
No.
NIT.
That's NIT, right? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good.
We got Texas versus Tennessee. We got Duquesne versus Illinois, or Oregon and Creighton are the other 3 games.
Well, let's do Texas, Tennessee, and Oregon, Creighton.
I like Texas to cover the spread.
At plus 6.5.
Yeah.
I have +7, so I'll take that all day. All right.
Okay, plus 6.5.
Illinois.
And then Oregon, Creighton.
Does Duquesne keep the upsets going?
No, I want to stay as far away from that as possible, but I kind of like the over in that. Or if we're gonna take a bet in that, I think we hit the over under.
What about the Oregon Creighton game?
Oregon to cover.
Creighton.
I think Creighton
to cover the +4.
I think so. I think Creighton might lose this game, to be honest.
Let's do it. I'll do those 3.
So that one more time.
Oregon +4, Texas +7, and then the Oakland NCS over 146.5. I like those 3.
Yeah, that's a good. I'll take that. I'll take that action.
Ooh. Okay. Guys, I ain't gonna lie. We are I think we're 0 with our parlays at the moment. So we need one of these to hit.
I feel good about this one. I was so confident in the one last week, and it was terrible. It just nothing went right. I think one pick went right.
Yeah, Marquette.
Yeah.
Marquette's the only one that hit last week, which is all right. Yeah, I'm ready to hear like Coach Drew.
No chance. Sessions are over. It's just birthday parties now. Fun stuff.
All right, you guys put those in?
Yep. Locked.
Boys, I like it. Let's chat during these games. Great episode today. And I think the only thing left is for Luke to take us out.
All right, folks, thanks for stopping by this beautiful afternoon, morning, whatever time zone you're listening from. Thanks for listening.
Gonna make you dance, gonna make you move. Hold on tight, we're about to shake your groove. With a fusion singularity, a sound you never heard. Electric guitars make beats and make your heart search. Saddle up, get ready for the craze. Country and